How is it with your soul these days? Do you feel close to God, or do you feel distant from God? Do you feel enthusiastic about your spiritual life, or do you feel a little bit dry, discouraged, lonely? This Lent, Westminster is doing a series on the spiritual disciplines. Disciplines are practices that we engage in just to bring ourselves closer to the presence of God. We all know that God works in us through grace, and everything that happens in our lives is through the presence of God. But what's our part? Our part is showing up in things like prayer and study and worship and fasting and confession, and practices that thousands of years ago and even hundreds of years ago people knew how to do, but today a lot of people in our churches simply don't know how to do anymore. And so this Lent, we're going to dig into the how do we show up to God? How do we go show up to God with worship and study? How do we show up to God with fasting and things that you might not have practiced, but things that might make a world of difference if you did? This Lent, we're going to go deep, and we invite you to go deep with us.